Welcome back to the Webby O'Neill channel, Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest preview. Webby's coming up at the end of this video with his own thoughts on this game, so stick around for that. And also, I'd just like to wish every single one of you a happy Christmas, including your families. Stick around. We're going to give our thoughts on this game and get your own thoughts in the comments below. And smash that like button, Reds. It's Christmas. Come on then, give us your thoughts on this game, Tony.
I'm actually looking forward to it because United have got to start well, because there's a big period coming up over the Christmas, right through January. We've just qualified for that Carabao game again. There's more games. It just seems as though it's going to be game after game after game. So this is the most important one. And I'm looking for goals. And I looked the other night against Burnley and I thought Rashford was on fire. I thought Martial played well. But what I am looking forward to is Anthony coming back from that World Cup and going for it over the next few games. Yeah. I think this kid, right, with the disappointment of the World Cup behind him, I think he wants to play football. He wants to score. He wants to be tricky, because this kid, really, I think that disappointment in the World Cup, he needs to kick on. He can't be seen to be just moping about, and I'm really looking forward. It's the attack I want. I think Forest are there for the taking. I don't think they've got a team. I don't think they've got cohesion. That's my opinion. At the end of the day, too many signings. To me, I don't think it's going to work. I think they're going to get blitzed.
Okay, blitzed over Christmas. I think there's going to be a lot of people out there like that, Tony, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But going back onto the United team, with you talking about Anthony, I think he got some minutes towards the end of the game against Burnley with Fred and Luke Shaw. I expect Luke Shaw and Anthony to start this game at left back and right forward. For me, Tony, that centre-half position's there. Is Maguire coming back in alongside Lindelof? Is Varane available? Lisandro Martinez, he's probably still got a belly full of alcohol and tasty Argentinian steak, so he's not going to be available for a while,
I can't
in my
see
opinion.
That. Yeah.
So who are you going with at centre-back?
Well, I've got to go Varane and I've got to go Lindelof. To be honest with you, these big warnings with Maguire the other week. No, there is.
Oh, I thought you was giving your own warning.
No, not my warning. This is the warning from Ten Hag the other week.
Yeah, we've done a video on it.
Yeah, we did a video. Now, it still stands. Is Maguire wanting the challenge? And he's put the challenge on him. Reports there that he was ill. And as I said the other day, I'm sick to death of reports of players being ill at Manchester United. Is it an excuse? Is it the manager sort of protecting him? There's word out there that the Maguire might not be here. But we'll see. Yeah. Is he up for the fight? I don't think he'll get in that team come the new year. Because when Martinez comes back, the man's a giant.
Look, he is maybe not in height, but in stature, you know, what he comes to the field with, Tony. Lisandro Martinez, I said it from day one when we signed him. I see him as a future Manchester United captain, and I stand by that still. But in the centre-half partnership, Tony, I don't mind going with Lindelof for this one. I really don't, but I'd like to see Varane alongside Lindelof, just to give that experience and what we all know Varane brings to the team. Right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. You know, have some people gone overboard because he just produced one assist, and you know it was a decent cross. Don't get me wrong, but you know, should he be stating a claim for this one? Delo is injured, but
no,
for me, Wan-Bissaka should start. He should be capable of starting. I think Nottingham Forest, they're going to go with an attack of three up front. They're going to probably go with Lingard, Gibbs-White, and Johnson, which that is a pacey, you know, an attacking lineup. It's got pace to it, Tony, and you're going to have some pace at the back, because for me, if you play Maguire with Lindelof, I don't fancy our chances, to be honest with you.
No.
I really don't. So Varane alongside Lindelof for me, and I think we will be all right, and I think we'll keep him out from scoring.
You talk about Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka may come into this. I'm not sure about Delo.
No, Wan-Bissaka's got to start, Tony. He's got to start. Delo, he cannot be risked with injury. You know, if you look at the fixture list here now, we should be beating Nottingham Forest at home. No disrespect to Forest, but they're not Real Madrid. We've got them Wolves away on the 31st. I'd rather see Delo in that game. I think it'll be maybe a tougher game than this one coming up. But, you know, let's see. I think Wan-Bissaka deserves a run of games. He come on against Burnley. You know, he produced a good display against Burnley. Yeah, they're not a Premier League side, but they will be, in my opinion, next year. They look a good football inside, and he deserves that right spot for this game for me, Tony.
Yeah,
Let's give him a chance. If he doesn't perform, then Look, lads, you've had more than enough chances.
I think the writing's on the wall at the end of the day. Whether he plays or not with Wan-Bissaka, the writing's on the wall. He looks as though he's got an exit out, and there'll be a couple along with him on the exit.
I don't agree with it. I just think going into this season, Tony, I still don't believe you can, especially with Delo with it. I think it was being an hamstring injury. You know what hamstrings injuries are like. They can flare up again not long after setting off in the Premier League. So there's going to be a worry there whether he can then still play for 4, 6, 8 weeks after that, Delo. So you're going to have some adequate cover there. And for me, Wan-Bissaka, if he can keep, playing like he did against Burnley, build on that performance, he can actually challenge Delo for that right back spot. But it's all ifs and buts. It's up to Wan-Bissaka himself to put in them performances. So let's start him against Nottingham Forest and let's see how he gets on.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a debate. So let us know what you think, because I personally think Malacia could change over there if needed, if Delo doesn't come on and Wan-Bissaka does go. So I think we have got cover. But hey, that's my opinion. He's got his opinion. Let's hear yours on that now.
Yeah, when I see Malacia play at Fulham, I just thought it knocked the balance of the team off, Tony. I thought we did look under pressure quite a lot on that side of the pitch during that game. And don't get me wrong, he done well. Malacia, he's a left footer, he's a left back and not a right back, but I just preferred Aaron Wan-Bissaka over on that side. And I did see signs from Wan-Bissaka in that Burnley game. And again, you could say it's only Burnley, it's not Real Madrid, but he was producing displays and runs inside, is what you call it in modern day football, these inverted fullbacks, what Delo has been producing in games. So if he can produce that game after game while Ten Hag's giving him them chances at right back, so be it. And and good luck to the lad, and I hope he does do it.
Well, the simple thing here is 3 points are the main thing for me. Got to get them 3 points. The players are back. They look hungry. They look fit. And at the end of the day, Ten Hag is under big pressure, right? As he said in his interview, he needs that top four. The pressure's on for him, but it's also on for the other teams. So let's hope for a good start, a good thrashing of Nottingham Forest, because that's what I want. And the main thing, I want the 3 points. And I'm going for a 2-0 win.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of Nottingham Forest there. They're probably going to set up like with a 4-3-3 shape as well. I would have been probably more worried, Tony, actually, if they went with a back three with wing backs, because Manchester United always seem to struggle against teams who come to Old Trafford and sit there with a brick wall. But I think Nottingham Forest are there to be got at. They played the same system against Arsenal, away at Arsenal, not so long ago before the World Cup break. Got hammered 5-0. And I think with our attacking options that we've got Rashford on form, scoring goals. We've got Martial, who looks like he's fit. He does look sharp, but he needs to get amongst the goals. And this is a perfect opportunity for him to get on the score sheet. Yep. Anthony on the right. I think we've got more than enough firepower.
We're going to thrash him.
We've got more than enough firepower here to go out and for me to score at least 2 or 3 goals in this one.
Well, I'm going 2-0. Yeah. So you let me know what you think, because I think United are just going to steamroll them. Yeah. I think they're going to have a great Christmas and a great New Year, because I feel the vibes inside Old Trafford. Yeah. It's exciting and everyone's looking. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've got, for me, De Gea comes back in net as well to replace Dubravka.
Without shadow of a doubt.
Shadow of a doubt. Getting back to Newcastle for me, or wherever he's come from, is not Manchester United standard. Obviously, you'd have Dean Henderson in net for Nottingham Forest for this one, but with him being on loan for United, he's not allowed to play in this. Casemiro as well, even though he put in a good performance for a makeshift centre-back, can play anywhere. The lad, absolutely fantastic player, Rolls-Royce of a player. He slots back into the centre mid for me to give that much needed steel in there. I think we noticed the difference, me, against Burnley, without him being in that midfield. I didn't think Scott particularly had a good game. So he comes back into the midfield for me, alongside Eriksen. Bruno up top being the creator.
That's the team.
And I expect 2 or 3 goals in this game for United to score. It's just that centre-back partnership. It needs to be on tip-top form at the best, whoever it is. And for me, hopefully, it's Varane and Lindelof. If it's Martinez, fantastic. But I think he'll still be over the limit if he was to play.
He'd be over the limit, the kid.
Definitely. But yeah, from us, I'd just like to thank everyone there for joining us. Smash the like button on today's video. Webby's coming up with his own little match preview, so stay tuned. That's coming out shortly. And we will see you straight back after the game against Nottingham Forest with what we've said, with 3 points. Happy Christmas. Enjoy yourselves and take care.
Well, proper football's back, obviously, after the Burnley game the other night. Was impressed, thought we did some good stuff. But moving on to the main thing now is the Forest game. Obviously, Forest are struggling at the wrong end of the table, but It's been a hard game. Forest come to town, you know, they're going to up the game. I expect Maguire, if fit, to come in as centre half. I'd like to see Casemiro back in the middle of the park. You know, I thought he did okay the other night. I don't see too many changes. I see, does Delo come back in at full back for Wan-Bissaka, who I thought had a decent game. De Gea will come back in. De Gea will come back in. But not too many changes apart from that I can't see. So, expect United 3 points. It will be tough. I can't see any more change. Martial will play. Does Anthony start or Garnacho? I think he'll go with Anthony. But anyway, wish all our subscribers a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Safe one. Get down to the match, get wrapped up because it's going to be freezing. So, more to say that I'll be back after the match with Tony. Hopefully with 3 points. All the best, folks, and Happy New Year.